You typed in Google or YouTube how to get into business with an engineering degree. Really awesome question. I can help you out with this. My name is Brando Linick, and I appreciate you for connecting with me here. I'm going to try and keep this as short and simple and step-by-step as possible without trying to confuse you and overwhelm you. But when it comes to this, there's two approaches you could take, all right? The first approach is the most common, all right? It's one of the roads that most people travel down or have over the last 50, 60 years, and that is the traditional route where you can, with an engineering degree, you can start any type of business really, whether it is in engineering, civil engineering, or it could be a different kind of trade. It could be any type of business you choose, but you're looking at the overhead of supplies, equipment, employees. You're looking at inventory, maybe even possibly distribution centers. And you got to keep in mind, from a business standpoint, what are you looking for all the time? You're looking for the fastest way, all right? Not necessarily the easiest way, but the fastest way to get a return on your investment. And with supplies, with equipment, with employees, with a storefront, office space, paying those employees every single month, all right? You got to keep in mind your overhead is going to go up. You got to pay out all that money, which means less money coming into your bank account. There's lower profit margins when it comes to dealing with that. So that's the most traditional approach. Now, there's nothing wrong with it. You can do that. You can start your own storefront, your own traditional business. However, if you're looking at getting involved in business to create time freedom, true flexibility, true leverage, to do the things that you want to do when you want to do it, the best tip I would give you, learn to create a higher profit margin business with a lower overhead cost where you don't have to fork out as much, hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to start a business with supplies, equipment, employees. I'm not going to go over it again and repeat myself, but you get the gist, where you don't have to deal with that, but you can have a higher profit margin. You might be wondering, well, how can you do that? If you're good with people, if you're good at communicating with people, you don't have to be a techie person, but if you're good with that, you can send messages out to people, you're good with connecting, I would encourage you, learn to build a business on the internet. Now, some of you might be scared and you might be like, whoa, Brando, hold on a second here. An internet business? What do you mean? I'm in engineering. If you want to get involved in business to not work for another person, you want to create a high profit margin, you want to create a business where you can afford to do what you're passionate about. What maybe that passion is, starting out different businesses, helping startup companies. Maybe that passion is traveling. Maybe it's to buy a new car, move into a bigger home. Maybe it's to take your family all on a vacation. If that's the case, don't focus on, in business, what you're really passionate about. Focus on your profit margins and what makes sense to you in order to get the results that you want, in order to create an income in a way that can allow you to live that lifestyle. And by far the best tip I can give you, without having to get into massive debt, without having to deal with supplies, equipment, employees, because keep in mind, with that, not only is it an upfront investment that can cost you tens and even hundreds of thousands of dollars, but the time you have to put into the business, managing and maintaining employees, is just a pain in the ass. I wouldn't suggest you do it unless it's something you're passionate about, managing and maintaining people. Okay, if you're enjoying that process, go for it. But if you're wanting to build a business to be your own boss, learn to build a business on the internet. Best tip I'll give you. And because there's so many different businesses out there online, I would encourage you, find and connect with someone who's already building a business on the internet. Find and connect with someone who's willing to walk you through step-by-step what to do. And I know that's kind of vague and ambiguous, but it was exactly what I did going back about 16, 17 months ago when I came across an individual who was making a multiple six-figure income business on the internet without prospecting people, without chasing friends and family, without even creating their own product and service. And because they weren't doing this, working right from their laptop, traveling around the world, building a business at the same time, providing for their family, without worrying about money at the end of every month, I started to model and copy them. And it made sense to me from a business to business standpoint. And in less than 90 days, it was like give or take 90 days, maybe 95 days or something like that. I can't remember. This was 2014. I was able to create a full-time income business working part-time, and I haven't looked back since. And I share that with you because if you want to have time, freedom, flexibility, leverage, learn to build a business on the internet. Learn to build a business online. And that's my tip, and I'm sticking with it. So if you have any questions in addition to this video, make sure you comment below so I can get back to you. If this made sense to you from a business to business person here, all right, in order to create the results that you want, to afford to do the things that you want, all right, whatever those passions are and interests that you have, then I would encourage you, connect with someone who's already doing it. And if you don't know how to do that, you can always connect with me on my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be down below in the description, and you'll find out more about how I've been able to do this, how you can too. And then after that, I'll introduce you to my good friend and mentor who's been able to make multiple six figures traveling around the world, building a business right from the internet connection from their laptop. It's pretty cool, but they worked hard at it. They had to learn some things. not free ride, okay? So if you're not afraid of that, I will see you on the top, and I'll see you on the beach of the world. Take care.